he's not going to invest all that in you. And first of all, gave you his best and not take care of you. That's just like you buying $1 million car and filling it up with dirt. That you're not gonna do that. You're gonna take care of it.
Well, he created us in his image.
Yes.
So when he looks at us, he don't see us. He see his son. He see the blood of his son. So when he look at us, he see himself in us. He don't see us. He see himself in us. That's like us when we look at our children, when we want to choke them. When we look at them, we see ourselves in them,
Well, even before that, it was his intention. Because, when he got us, we look like him.
True.
We were enemies, But even in that, he had already prepared for us. And he had already knew from that foundation that he was going to bring us to him. He already had a way that he was going to bring us to him so that he can fellowship with us and be with us, I just think that's so beautiful. And I think this scripture is so beautiful that he resists the proud. That pissed me off. I mean, one day I was at home and I got the revelation of that, and I was talking to Christopher, and we was talking about pride, and I was like, "You too proud to show somebody you too proud." And then we had a conversation, and he said something about me being proud, and I'm telling you, I was in there just boo-hoo. I mean, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I just took the boo-hoo and said, "Lord, I don't want you resisting me, Lord. Lord, I just boo-hoo and said, Lord, I don't want you to resist me, Lord."
Yes.
And I just got the picture of me doing something and the Lord over there loving me. But he can't be a part of the sin. And I just saw him he just wanted to look. He just wanted to be a part. He just wanted to love on me, but he had to resist me. I'm like, Lord, you resist us? It's just like when the enemy come to us and the Lord tell us to resist the enemy. To resist him. He come with stuff we like. Like last night I said I was doing doing my fast, intermittent fasting. Wasn't gonna eat nothing after a certain hour. I did very good up until when I got home. I hadn't eaten nothing after 6. Went all the way over there, watched them eat it, and came home, and all of a sudden, the thought just kept crossing my mind, but I didn't resist it. I just got up and ate something. I said, Lord, I was doing so good. But it just bring me back when how the Lord resists us. He loves us. He just want to make all that all right. But you all fucked up with pride and you blocking him. But he so want to go in and make it better. He so wants you to cast that care on him. So he got to resist you, though. I said, "Oh, Lord, I don't want you resisting me."
Well, now it's bad when you so proud that you can't repent.
Yeah.
Because, when you were there resisting the proud, I thought about that because sometimes I remember there was this lady, and she would tell a story about her mama, and she said, I don't know what it was that happened to her mom when she was a little girl, but she had a problem with saying I'm sorry. She couldn't say that, and when she was a little girl, she was saying, how her daddy used to spank her, because she wouldn't say she was sorry. And instead, daddy would be telling her, "Say you're sorry." Say she said, "I can't say that." Said she would take a beat before she would say she was sorry. And I'm like, but you have people like that.
It's like they got it in them. They will not. You can beat them. You can do whatever. They will not say it. I see. I'm thinking about it. I want you to pray for my niece's daughter. She about 5 years old, and when she decides she's not getting on the bus to go to the place where she needs to go, the next place, the after home place where the mama pick her up, she won't get on the bus. I said, how in the world a 5-year-old tell you she ain't getting on no bus? What we done got into? Well, a 5-year-old tell you they ain't getting on the bus.
For a 5-year-old to tell you they ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
You know, that's like a 5-year-old saying, give me the keys, I'm gonna drive the car.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, y'all need to squash that thing while it's Miller. Y'all need to whip up. It's something in her. You can tell it's fully developed, so it's passed over.
Rebellious, very rebellious spirit.
Rebellious spirit.
Ooh.
And it's passed over. Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
That's not good. But aren't you glad that we serve a God who is so methodical and love us so much that he's concerned about every detail about us? He's concerned about our very thoughts. You know, everything that concerns us, it concerns him. Isn't it awesome to have a daddy who loves us like that? You know, there's nothing about us that's not important to him. You know, he delights in the very details of our life.
Even this stuff, I mean, the stuff that we would call tribute, well, surely God is not concerned about that, you know. Mm-hmm. He's not concerned about that, you know. Surely it's so funny, God is if you know the trivial stuff that God is concerned about. I was working on this job, and this other salesperson, she always had this little cake that she get. It was just the little ones that you would see around the counter. Mm-hmm. And she always had that. She always had one and drinking her coffee. Well, I stopped at the store and I saw one up there, and it just reminded me of her. Mm-hmm. I just picked it up. I got to work, and I gave it to her. She was like, oh my goodness. And I thought, well, what's going on? Mm-hmm. She said, out all the way to work. I kept saying, oh Lord, I sure want that cake, but I cannot stop because I'm going to be late, and I don't want to be late. I sure wish I had it for my coffee because I'm going to be late. Mm-hmm. And she said, it's okay, I'm going to go ahead on because I can't be late. And I brought it to her, and she was just, you know, I didn't know enough about God to know, to even, yes. No incident, I didn't know. But that was God caring about even the little things.
Yes, it just reminds me a couple of weeks ago, I told you when I went to hear my sister speaking over in Cleveland, and I was telling God on the way over there how I was going to stop on my way back, and I was going to get me one of them old-fashioned good country hamburgers, That's all I wanted was be a good old-fashioned country hamburger, And when they were asking me about going out to eat, child, I kind of hesitated because I was like, hamburger, But I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead on and go eat with them, but I sure want that hamburger. Then when I got to the place, as soon as I stepped out my car, I see a big old sign that said, old-fashioned hamburger.
You see, that was important to God that you got that.
He was that concerned about me that he wanted me to, and that was one of the best hamburgers.
It fitted just right, huh?
And I'm not that big of a hamburger person, but that was one of the best hamburgers.
But you had a taste for it.
My mouth was fixed for it, honey. But I was just so excited, that something as small as me wanting a hamburger, Yes. And it's like, that's not the story.
He done that with me in so many different ways. It's so many different ways. And usually it was like, I wanted this, but he gave me something better than that. Mm-hmm. Like, I wanted this, but he said, I'm going to do even better than that. I'm going to give you something that you didn't expect, but it's going to be better than what you wanted. He either do that or give you exactly what you want. Something better.
He always give you what you want and then a little extra, like a little cherry on top of it,
So I'm going to jump in real quick. When you said that, all I heard was, in all your ways acknowledge him and he'll give you the desires of your heart.
Yeah.
Something as simple as a hamburger.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
But we're his children.
Yes.
And he loves us.
He loves us so much.
And so he loves us so much, even the little, that was a desire of your heart. And you acknowledge him in all of your ways. Even the fact that you were even inquiring of him, oh Lord, I really want to do this. And just because you asked him, he said, I'm gonna give my daughter that.
Yes.
I'm gonna give her that hamburger.
He had already set it up. You know?
Yeah, and he loves us just like that. We're his children.
We're his children, yes.
And he does that, because we're his children. That's the same thing with our children. And all that, we want to give them the very best.
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
And so even something that simple, and that made you smile.
Oh my goodness, that made my day. I could have started shouting in that parking lot. I was like, look at that!
A hamburger.
Yes.
Yes. I had this really. She said she was telling the Lord, oh Lord, I'm gonna really need some flats because for this job, I'm gonna be doing this and this and this. So I'm doing, God's anointed, and I saw some flats. He was like, get those flats. I didn't know nobody personally that wore that size. And I just picked them up. And then I was just doing something, and the Lord say, call so-and-so. Those are for her. But she said she had been saying that all week. To her daughter, said, Mama, you know what? When your birthday comes, I get my check. I'm going to buy you some flats. But she took her to dinner and said, and she said, well, now you spent too much on dinner. You can't give me no flats. She couldn't give her the flats because I already had the flats. So I called her and I said, hey, Mama, how you doing? I said, God's anointed has something for you. He said, God said he had some flats for you. Do you wear this size? She was just started hollering and screaming.
Okay. Want me to do it?
Yes, she said, oh no, God told you that. You don't understand. I said, well, I understand.
Honey, God know where you are. He know what you need.
Yes.
He protected you. He with you. If he knows the very number of hairs on your head.
And that's something right there. Something right there.
Now you think about it. As much as we loved our babies when they were born, we could tell you the number of hairs was on their head. We could tell you they had 10 toes, 10 fingers. But that's not far as it went, But that's how much detail he pays to us. We have individual fingerprints. 8 billion people on the planet, no two of us have the same fingerprint.
Yes, he's amazing. He's amazing. God is amazing. And it's amazing the way he loves us.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing the way he loves us. He works out everything for our good. Whatever the enemy tried to do, God turns it around, work it out for our good, and make it like a strength story. Now, it didn't feel good when we were going through it, but it becomes a story where you can tell someone and build their strength.
Yes.
Because you came from the other side.
Well, he said we'll overcome by the word, by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So, when you testify about what God did for you, you don't know who needs to hear your testimony. Because they may be in that place right then and there, and your testimony might be just that rope, that knot in the rope that they need to hold on a little longer. So you just never know.
Yes.